Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Magic, and we have gathered here this beautiful morning to have a discussion about our finances. Today is Thursday. Thursday's ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is kind of ruled by our finances, and we just want to, dig a little deep into our coinage. And that could be, regardless if you are working a 9 to 5, if you're doing something, that's not always on the right side of the law, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an investor, I don't know what else you do or what it is you do, but we're going to see, if the cards can give us some advice, surrounding our finances and around our money. And this is a collective read. Take what you will from it. Either it resonates or it doesn't. But yeah, so spirit, what is in store for us, the collective, as far as our finances for this week? Uh-oh. Already that took a no time. Okay. Not playing no jokes. I'll let y'all see what we have up here. Okay, I think that's enough. Trust the process. So some of y'all need to trust the process. This actually reminds me, I think it's the Seven of Pentacles, where the guy, he has really put in the work. He has planted his seeds. He sees some sprouts here and there, you know what I mean? But he is really, really, really watching to see if his crops are growing. You know what I mean? He could be watching to see what can he possibly do different to make his crops grow more abundantly. And you guys could definitely be looking at different ways to make more money. Like, how could you make more money, or whatever it is that you're already doing or already investing your time and energy into? What is it that you can do to make this more beneficial? I mean, that's what I see. Maybe that's what you see. Reap what you sow. Right? I don't feel like we're fully into winter yet. I still feel like it's that fall season. I think, is that different upside down? I don't know. You guys might be called to look at things a different way. Weird. It's like, oh my God, no matter how you look at it, you probably see the same thing over and over again. Like, you just probably see the same thing in every freaking angle. Like, you just see the same thing. But, it's like one of those things that watch pots don't boil. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't watch something so closely, you know what I mean, and expect it to change. Like, it should not happen that way. Life doesn't happen that way. Things don't happen in a blink of an eye, okay? Like, you need to step back. And honestly, you need it. If this is something that you enjoy doing, let it be something that you just genuinely enjoy. Like, don't focus on, getting financial gain from it, especially right away. And I feel like when you like focus on something and expect to get financial gain out of it, and you're overworking, or just looking at it in that point of view, like, you kind of lose that yearning, or that drive, or that whatever it is that made you love doing what you do, you kind of lose the passion for it. That's what I was trying to get to. Like, it makes you lose the passion for it. Yes, this can make money, in the long term. Yes, this could be beneficial to you in the long term. Yes, this could be stable in the long term. But I mean, you watching it so damn closely ain't gonna make it hurry up and get to that point any faster. No matter how you look at it, no matter how you look at it, no matter what you do with that, it's not gonna look any different. You know what I mean? From 1 second to the next. You have to really give it time to grow. But in the process, enjoy doing it. Because as you enjoy doing it, then it becomes something that other people can appreciate and enjoy too. I don't know. That's on period. Okay? Like, I mean, I could probably just stop this reading right now, because that's just, I mean, it doesn't, that's on period. Like, a sentence is over, right? Once you put a period there, that's like basic grammar, Like, I don't know if Spirit has anything else to say about that. I think basically whatever this is, you guys are looking too closely at it, analyzing it too much, and wanting it to change overnight, wanting it to change in a blink of an eye, and that's just not how things work. You can look at a person who's successful and say, damn, I just want to get like them. I just want to get to where they're at. You know what I mean? And it's a process. Like, that person just didn't get there overnight. Like, they've been putting work in. And I mean, it took a long time for them to be able to, gather them, to harvest them crops. It took them a while to get there. You know what I mean? And it's really about the process. It's not necessarily about the actual end point. You know what I mean? You want this to be something that you enjoy and continue to enjoy. Because if you continue to enjoy it, you're going to want to stick with it longer. Okay? Prophecy, I mean, it's going to be what it is you want it to be. I mean, that's already set in stone. Okay? That's already set in stone. It's already set in stone. You just got to give it time to get there. Like, damn. Wait. Hold up. Trust the process. Don't spoil a good thing. Big. Like, reeling this back in. When people or farmers have a crop, right? It's not just about like planting a seed and getting something to grow from it that they can harvest, but it's about maintaining that. You know what I mean? Maintaining those crops so they can continue to produce fruit over and over and over and over again. Like, you can't make a good income, you know what I mean, if you're constantly having to replant seeds and refertilize the soil. You know what I mean? So now you gotta pay to refertilize the soil. You got to pay for laborers to do all this shit when you could have just maintained the crops that you already had. I don't know. Take with that. Okay. Listen, didn't we talk about trust the process? Trust the process. Period. You looking at it in such a harsh, like, scrutinizing way is a little bit toxic, okay? Like, it's a little bit toxic. And you kind of need to reverse that. Because what happens when your crops go rancid. It's the same thing I just been talking about. You're gonna have to like replant that shit. Who's got time? Okay. Listen. I don't know if I want to keep. I guess I'll pull 2 more cards just to balance it out. 2 more cards to balance it out. Spirit, what else do you have to say about our finances this week, huh? Oh, see, too many. Too many. Okay. Attitude of gratitude. You got to be thankful for where you're at right now. Be thankful for, what you're currently working on. Be thankful that you even had the spark of the idea. Just be thankful for that. Because if you didn't have that, you wouldn't have nothing to work on or work towards to begin with. Also, I want to interject that I wanted to say a couple of things. And this could, go for a couple of different people. There could be 2 different avenues that you're trying to go into. But I feel like these 2 different avenues kind of lead to the same thing, essentially. So no matter if you go left or no matter if you go right, you know what I mean? No matter if you go north or you go south, I feel like eventually those 2 ends are going to meet. So it doesn't really matter which direction you take, okay? You're still going to get to the end result anyway. And that could be you stuck between 2 different careers, you stuck between 2 different jobs, stuck between two places to travel to, stuck between 2 different investments. I honestly don't feel like it has anything to do with the actual immediate decision to pick one or the other. I think it's really the end result that really matters to you the most. And I feel like you should pick whatever direction is going to get you in that feeling that you want. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a certain feeling that you're looking for. And I think that you should pick whatever direction is going to give you the most of that. I think there was another thought, but it must not have been that important. If it is, it'll come back to me. Let's see. All my old niggas feeling salty. Sorry, I'm trying not to cuss. But yeah, I feel like at some point in time, you're really gonna level up. And people are gonna kind of be a little bit jealous, okay? Like, and I'm not gonna say like, I don't know, like you just surpassing people or doing better than people. But some people just like their lives the way it is. Or some people don't have the same drive or passion as you do towards certain things, and that is fine. They'll find their drive and passion whenever that time comes, unless they've already surpassed it. But that's them, and you don't need to worry about them. If you find yourself having people that, you know what I mean, kind of hating on you, let them hate. That means you obviously doing something right. And sometimes those old friendships, you know what I mean, that's where you can kind of feel like these people are your friends, you know what I mean? But there's some kind of like, what do you call it? Like sly hate, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's like people who could be around you, who would be your friend, but like low-key like jealous, low-key like hate you. Not even necessarily like hate, you know what I mean? Just real jealous, okay? Shit's toxic. Gotta get out that energy. And you guys gotta move on. Like a lot of some of this stuff that we've been talking about, you guys gotta move on from it and kind of let it go. But I also think Remember we were talking about north or south and the different directions and stuff. A lot of y'all could be traveling to make money. You know what I mean? You guys probably will choose a job that's further than where you work right now. Or you could choose a job that's gonna get you further up, like the chain. You know what I mean? Hierarchy, whatever you want to call it. But there's some type of movement, when it comes to our finances. And this reading is very timeless, very, very timeless. So whenever you see this reading, it was meant for you. And last but not least, healing is needed. Healing doesn't necessarily mean that you're in a bad place in life. Healing is constant, okay? Or just constantly keeping yourself in check, keeping your mind in check, keeping your thoughts positive. You know what I mean? Keeping your thoughts about your future positive, keeping your thoughts positive about all the things that you can do and all the things that you can be. To me, that's what this card is about. All right, hold on. I need to yeah, and I think that's why I kind of started this off with a whole bunch of incense and stuff like that. Just kind of clearing the air. You guys really might just need to get into a new environment. You guys might be tired of the old and needing something new. You guys might be tired of the old layout. You need something fresh and new. All right. So I'm going to pull a couple of, tarot cards like how we always do. But if y'all like this reading, I don't know if I said that. Sometimes I have short-term memory loss. But can y'all subscribe? And definitely, leave me some comments in the comment section if y'all like what's going on here. Ooh, interesting, right? Addiction to emotional fulfillment. It's like almost what you're working on or what you're doing is almost become an addiction. You know what I mean? It's almost become an unhealthy focus. You know what I mean? Take a step back a little bit. I honestly do feel like whatever y'all been working on has definitely been an unhealthy emotional connection. For real. So I'm going to just leave those two together. I don't know. I don't think that this has anything to do with anybody being sneaky. But I also believe that this might have to do with you personally. Sorry, I'm just looking in the back because it looks like it's about to start raining. This might have to do with you personally trying to make an exit or devising an exit plan. And you're okay, I feel like these two swords in the back, that has to do with something that's kind of been pretty stable for you. You know what I mean? And it's you packed up most of your shit mentally. And you're trying to, get the fuck out of Dodge. But it's you got one foot in and one foot out. You're just kind of this, this has been really good to me. I've made pretty good money here. But at the same time, it's time to go. I feel like you're more so out of something than you're into something. And if this is something that you have to just, cut ties with, most definitely. Okay, I think that we'll see if it's meant to come out, it'll come out. Sorry, I'm not just picking and choosing what cards I want, but it's just if it speaks to me, then I will. I'll pull it out. I'm gonna pull 3 more cards, and I'm gonna call it quits. Okay, came out again. There is a change coming. It is truly inevitable. Remember I said, like, this was once a stable connection that really was, I mean, it really brought you a lot of emotional fulfillment at one time. You know what I mean? I feel like this is something that caused you to grow. You know what I mean? But I feel like also at the same time, this is going to put you, okay, this same environment that caused you to grow and to like really be, you know, the person that you are now, and it's going to lead you to the person you're going to become. Like, this environment also, not to say that it's toxic. It's not to say that it's toxic. It might have some toxicity in it. It might has, you know, it might have, you know, like, oh my God, okay, ran its course. That's what I'm trying to say. It has ran its course, and it's no longer really beneficial to your path anymore. It served its purpose. You've gotten what you need out of it. So now it is time to move on. If you do not decide to move on, this is going to be a really, really, really uncomfortable position to be in. So uncomfortable to where you feel so uncouth that you're going to have to make the decision to go. So either you can go willingly, or you could be forced to go. I mean, and look, I wish y'all could see this. This eye, in my perspective, is looking at this. And it's so funny how this came up. I like, in my mind, I was like, I want to look at this card again. There's like two different people here, ain't it? There's two different people here, ain't it? These two people are falling, aren't they? These two people are falling, aren't they? I'm just saying, if you don't walk away peacefully, there might be some other shit to come out of it that you won't like, or not even just some other shit to come out of it. It's just going to make you so uncomfortable that you're just going to want to leave anyway. You know, the universe is going to make you leave. It's going to make you feel that you ain't got no choice but to leave. So you already know what to do. It's just a matter of time, right? Yeah, there is an opportunity, you know what I mean, to really like you're in this is like pure thought. Like, there's really no action here. This is really like you're standing, you pretty much have your mind made up. And you're probably already looking for new opportunities already. You know what I mean? And this is something just really cultivating in your mind. It really is not something set in stone. I feel like you don't have anything set in stone yet, but you're definitely thinking about the next step, or you're definitely looking for other opportunities. And I think you really have your mind made up about this. This is not there. I don't think there's really much that can change your mind. And even if it did, sorry, but I just feel like you're going to be in a position to where you're going to have to do it anyway. These two cards are definitely screaming out to me. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like you're too stuck with, like, I think you've gotten too comfortable where you're at, and you're too afraid to take a risk, and you're too afraid to see what else is out there. You may feel like you're going to fail, or it's just that, and it's not that you're going to fail, but it's just that, you know, that energy behind it, or that thought behind it. Like, it's just like, damn, I don't want to fail. What if I do fail? I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like, all that constant negative self-talk, like, I don't know. Oh my God, I said I was going to be done with this reading. I'm going to do like 2 more. Okay, let's do it like this. Spirit, give me some closing energy. It's like closing messages. You know, I just want to pull a few cards and get some closing messages on what, you know, is there anything else you want to say to the collective? One more card, Spirit. One more card. Sorry, I know I shuffle a lot, but I like to see what Spirit puts out. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I say that because interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Like, do you see what I'm saying? You have your mind made up. You're pretty passionate about it. I mean, you're emotionally invested in this idea. But it's like the fear. I get it. I most definitely get it. But I don't get it at the same time. I don't get it at the same time. You know? Like, I mean, it's all out on the table. I mean, if this is something that you really want, like, Spirit is here to help you. You know what I mean? Just ask for the help. But also don't look at things so closely. Like, things don't change overnight. Things don't change, you know, in a blink of an eye. Like, we gonna get there, y'all. We are definitely gonna get there. But I'm just gonna close this reading out. It was getting really good. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I will talk to y'all later.